Welcome back, DIYers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix a light that's not working, so let's dive in. So a couple things. This light behind me in my dining room is not currently working. As you can see, here's the light switch. Nothing's happening. When I flip the switch, it has been working for a couple days now. So I'm going to show you guys how you can diagnose and figure out why this isn't working. A couple things you want to check first. Number one, you want to make sure you check the breaker, make sure it's not the breaker. Number two, you also want to put just one light bulb in there. There's a small chance that all the light bulbs could have been blown out, so you want to try that before you do all this stuff first at your own house. And I even have another video that I'll link down in the description that it could be, the circuit could be tripped somewhere else in the house by a GFI outlet or any of those things. So make sure you check that video out as well. But let me show you another thing that we can do to figure out this problem. So guys, I wanted to show you again that this light switch does not work at all. Doesn't matter what I do, it's not gonna be working. So then I went down to the breaker box, went ahead and turned the power off to that receptacle. So I went ahead and took the faceplate off, checked back in there, just make sure there were no loose wires. You can see I pulled this out so we can see it a little bit better. I went ahead and took the terminals off. Again, you can take these off, and what you're doing again is just unscrewing these. It's just making sure that these are no longer connected, so then you can pull them off right here. Make sure you get them all the way unscrewed. They kind of are tight on there, and I'll show you guys the better way to go ahead and screw these back on here in just a moment. So you're going to unscrew these, kind of remember how they were, so you can put them back together, and then you'll also unscrew and take off the little bottom grounding screw right here. And so you'll just, again, unscrew this, really easy to do. Pretty simple, just making sure you unscrew all of those together, then you'll be able to pull it off. And again, make sure you have turned off the power so that nothing happens to these. But once you have taken this piece off, you can go ahead and grab your new switch here, and again, you're just going to do the same thing back to it. As you see, they do have some little options right here where you can actually just plug them in, but I haven't had as good of luck with using those. So I like to go ahead and make sure they are screwed in all the way. Again, you can use the plug-ins. I have friends that are electricians and say that they use them some, but those do sometimes fail more often than the actual screws and the hooks right here. So one thing you want to make sure you do is try your best to get this in a hook and actually have this hooked in a clockwise motion, because that way it'll actually help kind of get the wires on there a little bit tighter, especially as you tighten down this screw. Will actually kind of tighten everything back together, so it's a lot easier and better in the long run if you can make sure, again, try your best to hook that around there, and then also try to your best to do it in a clockwise fashion. And then you're going to go ahead and put it back like you had it. Again, I had to flip this one around, and then you'll grab these two wires as well and go ahead and put those on the terminals. Doing the same thing, you want to hook them around in the clockwise pattern and then tighten them down. So again, once these things get tighter, that way everything will be nice and tight, and again, it'll be even closer, because these will again have the problem of actually falling off when you're trying to put everything back in there. So you want everything to be nice and tight, and again, kind of hooked in around there. That's again one of the reasons why you like this a little bit better than you actually do liking the plug-in. But if you don't have enough wire, or if there's other problems, you can always try the little push-in option as well. That's definitely one you could do and check out and see if it works. Now you want to go ahead and just make sure everything is nice and snug in your electrical box right here. Then you're going to put your screws back in, and again, you want to make sure that this fits in nice and neat, so that once you're done with this, you'll be able to put your faceplate back on there. But you're just making sure everything is going back nice and neat into your box here. Again, you don't want any of these wires sticking out, and you want to make sure none of the wires are really like curved or anything like that, because you don't want anything being pulled out of here. So just, again, a nice way just to make sure everything kind of fits back in there nice and neat, and that this actually screws back into the box itself. Then, just like earlier, you want to go ahead and put this plate back on there. Again, make sure it's nice and snug, and then you can check out your new switch. Then once you've done this, you can go back and turn your breaker on and see if it works. So we figured out it was a faulty switch. All we had to do was change this out, turn it on, and now we have light in our kitchen, which is super nice. So now we can actually eat in here at night, which is, you know, super convenient in your own house. But this was super helpful, and I also will have links for all the items that I used down below in case you need some of those.
And if this video was helpful, you can let me know that. You can leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.